like, share and subscribe to my channel.
Run it up, Pressure, pure pressure, often applied before we see it, but always in the way we need it. Cultivating and creating, building abilities both seen and heavily felt, making you feel all the real without forgetting the fake. It's all on you how much of it you can take. That's pure pressure. What up? What up? What up? What up? Hey, y'all. Yeah, you made it. How y'all doing this evening? This baby Friday. You know what I'm saying? This Thursday Thursday. How everybody doing? I'm excited, y'all. We on episode 6. Hey. Hey. I'm listening to Koza Radio, in case y'all didn't know. KozaRadio.com. Tap in. Tap in. I'm telling you. 24-hour music. Yes, happy St. Patty's Day and all them things. You say, bitch, weak ass, weak ass. Hey, hey. I'm trying to give people a chance to get in here before I start. Y'all know how I do. And yeah, Koza got me vibing right now anyway. What up? What up? What up? If you don't like 3-6, I don't know what to tell you. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Can you hear me? I want to know. I want to make sure everybody can hear me before I start. Oh. We can't be doing that on the podcast, y'all. We can't be doing that on the podcast. Hey. When she take it to the, I wanna, hey, ah. Let me. All you ladies pop yet like this. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. That just must be my homie joint that ain't letting her hear me. But welcome to episode 6 of PurePressha podcast. Number 6. No, I'm sure. No, but I am excited, y'all. Like, I've come a long way from this being an idea from TikTok, from me just getting on TikTok to heal. Like I've told y'all before in previous episodes, I introduced us in the first episode, but just using that platform to heal and it turning into this and me, other things that I'm working on that I can't wait for y'all to join in on and be a part of and see. It's really becoming like, I don't know. It's becoming way more than I expected it to be. But I'm very, 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 very grateful. Living in gratitude. We are now on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, as well as YouTube. So you ain't just gotta, catch the visuals. You can also run us back and just listen to us in the car, or at the crib. What up? So, PurePressha podcast, we out here. You know what I'm saying? We out here, y'all. And, we also have a show that is on its way on Koza Radio during the Drive at 5. It's going to be Koza Drive at 5. I am the host as well as the Koza Morning Tea, Koza Morning Radio. I am the host for that as well. So there's a lot coming up, you know what I'm saying? Besides the podcast is completely separate. We have things, how we gonna handle it here, but I also have, some other sides of me. We're gonna, introduce more of the spiritual aspects on the morning show. We're going to talk more, in depth about motivation and generational wealth, and also we're gonna get into the politics, the sports, some things, that type of stuff. We got some things coming. Now the Drive at 5, that's when I'm gonna talk my shit. That's when I'm gonna have to let y'all, let y'all know what it is. We got episodes that's coming on the Drive at 5, and I'm just gonna say, yeah, some things are being discussed. But anyway, so we're gonna jump right into these celebrities. Y'all already know. We got to talk about them first. We got to get them out the way because we like to be in the business of the rich people's business. I like to know what's going on. I know y'all like to know what's going on. We always tap in a little bit. And Usher, why you gotta come out the closet with this mess, with this you kissed Monica one time and you wish you would have dated Aaliyah? Sir, at this point, you known for too many things that people ain't really trying to be attached to you. They not trying to do music with you. They not really trying to be bothered with you. So why would you do that to Monica? Y'all know C Murder about to come home. Okay? So I'm gonna need you to tread lightly, my guy. I'm gonna need you to relax. And leave Aaliyah alone. We know Aaliyah was outside when she was alive. We know this. Everybody know. And if you act like you don't know, if you think she was an angel, you tripping. Because Aaliyah was outside. So we don't need you, messing with her name either. Let her, we already got R. Kelly, he bringing up old wounds anyway with his situations. We don't need you to add to the flavor. Because we still ain't listening to you. We still, ain't nobody buying nothing. Ain't nobody streaming nothing. It's not working for you right now. Okay? So also on last week's episode, when we were talking about, the side chicks and tricking and things like that, we also were talking about how Sean Stockton, a member of Boyz II Men, had a spiritual wife that came out and did an interview talking about how she was with him for 9 years, and she met him before he met his actual wife, and all these things came out. But now there are other women that are coming out that are saying, when she left him alone, or during the course or things that when they were together or whatever, that he also had other spiritual wives. So Sean Stockton was just outside, like, and he, he is of the Israelite faith, and they believe that they should have multiple wives. But dang, homie, dang, you came outside and did that little weak apology for your wife about the spiritual wife for 9 years. You called the spiritual wife while you was at the wedding for your real wife. Like, hey, you still rocking with me if I marry her? Oh, I got you. I see you, you know what I'm saying, when we go on tour. Come on, bro. And you had several other ones. You didn't think nobody was going to say nothing? Y'all got to do better. Y'all got to do better. Like, either let everybody know what's going on or leave it alone. Because it's going to come out eventually. Even if you ain't with, you could be twice removed from that Jane. You could have 2 other between her. And if she feeling salty or you look too happy, y'all know how that go. Y'all know how that go. For real. Y'all know. And then, Gail, the billionaire's wife, or ex-wife, I should say now, she ain't been saying too much, but she trying to, do interviews and stuff and keep herself kind of separated from him. Because, Bill Gates is about to go, he got some things he got to address with this trafficking situation that's going on. He got some things he got to answer about. And she like, look, we done already separated. I'm over here doing mine. I done already got my billions. Let me be. Like, I served my time. And, they had an agreement where she allowed him to go meet with his ex, a certain amount of times for business, and she won't call him. She won't say nothing. So that goes to show, if you that guy, you can have an agreement that actually works. You can. It's possible. You can. That's all I'm saying. Be honest. Be honest. It'll probably work better for you. Then I'm hearing now, it's been put out there that Rick Ross and Lyra are getting back together. Now, Lyra, do your thing, boo. You know what I'm saying? Get your bread. Whatever the situation is, if you love the man that much, cool. But you went on Ayanla talking about your daddy issues, and, you ended up with him because of the things that you went through and, things like that in your childhood. But then you went back. So what had happened? What had happened? Like, and then, we try not to be in people's business sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But when y'all do stuff like as dramatic and how, out here it was, people gonna have questions. I got questions. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, today's topic is about men's needs and mental health. Like, I feel like it's not enough attention that's put on the fellas. It's not enough attention to put on the things that they need, the things that they have to go through in life that we know nothing about. And the effects that those things can have. Or even the things that we know about. The things that we see that put fear in us, not even recognizing the fear or the anger or the anxiety or what have you that it caused for them. And I've had a lot of conversations with men of different ages and in different positions in their lives and going through different things, experience different things. And it's a lot of things that, seem to be like a general consensus. It's a lot of things that are being put out in front of us and are not being acknowledged. Or we're saying that we acknowledge it, but it's only for gratification for the moment. It's not in depth that how we expect it for ourselves. And I know today the ladies probably not going to feel me. I know today, the ladies probably going to feel like whatever. And that's fine. Because Like I just said on the pre-show, Pure Pressure podcast is not just about the ladies. It's not just about the fellas. It's about us as a community, period. I want everybody to grow, everybody to learn and understand themselves first. Because if you don't understand yourself, I don't know what you think you putting out in the world. But beyond that, to acknowledge things that are really happening and stop acting like things are not happening that are. Because they're affecting us. And they're affecting all of us more than a lot of people care to pay attention to until it's too late. And then it's whoa, oh my God, I can't believe. Like, in my city, period, in Richmond, period, we are losing too many black men. Period. Too many black men every day. We're losing babies. We're losing teenagers. We're losing elders. We're losing. Our people they plucking us off. And it's not just the police. You know what I'm saying? Law enforcement and stuff. It majority is your counterparts, your brothers, your homies, your niggas. It's ridiculous. And a lot of it is because of mental health that's not being acknowledged. People acting like they're okay. You ask somebody how they are, oh, I'm good, and you let it go. You know damn well that I'm good or that I'm okay or whatever, or it's whatever, life is life, whatever, all that. You know when someone really needs to know that somebody cares. You know that. And it's not a safe place. It hasn't been a safe place. It doesn't seem to be a safe place for them. The conversations that I've had, that's the main thing that I'm hearing. They don't feel safe. They don't feel like it's okay to be vulnerable, to say that I'm hurt by what's going on, to say that this person passing affected me and I ain't been right and I don't know how to shake back from that. Or me losing this relationship. I thought this was my person and that person hurt me and she did me different. Like, it's okay to have those emotions and they need to know that that's okay. Because when they don't, those things, the traumas with the moms, the dads, the cousins, the girlfriends, all that stuff, it boils over. And then you shooting people, you killing people, you taking from people for no reason. Whether it's needed or not. It's plenty of men out here, whether y'all realize it or not. Like, it used to be where people were robbing people because they didn't have. It was I'm going at him because he came at me. No, it's no rules at this point. There's no morals. There's no respect. Ain't no OGs for real, because y'all plucking everybody. Ain't nobody guiding nobody. Even the boys that back in the day didn't have their fathers, they had father figures. They had cousins, they had uncles that was like, nah, let me, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to be out here, you got to know the rules. You got to handle yourself accordingly. Ain't none of that. And it's all because nobody wants to address what the real issues are. Like, it's... the statistics is crazy, y'all. The numbers is retarded. Men are about 38%, only about 38% of those that are in talking therapy. People that are going to talk to somebody about the issues, trying to get some type of help. Yet 78% of deaths by suicide are male. Make it make sense. Y'all have to get it off, y'all. You gotta get it off your chest. Y'all gotta find somebody. Y'all have to find a safe place. And sometimes that safe place is with somebody that does not know you, has no attachments to you, has nothing to gain or to lose from talking to you. Sometimes that's necessary. And it's okay. Don't nobody have to know you're going. There are ways to go anonymously to get help. But talk to somebody. Hell, y'all want to talk to me. People always want to talk to me. Talk to me. I don't care. But get it off you. Write it down. Burn it. If it's something you need to release, if you feel like you want to lean more towards spirituality, reach out to a spiritual teacher. Reach out to a guide like myself. Reach out to, there are Reiki masters. Our city has those, those resources as well. But even beyond our city. So I really want y'all to hear it. I want y'all to understand, like, 38% are actually trying to go get help. 78% of suicides are males. Come on, bruh. Come on. Like, for real. The average life expectancy for a man in the United States is almost 5 years less than women. They carry more. And I know as a black woman, I can definitely say we carry a lot. I carry a lot. Don't hold that up. But black men carry. Okay? And it's nothing they can say or do to really express to us what that's like and what it feels like. And they can tell us, they can give us stories and run down their day and things like that. But to actually feel it, we can never experience it, just like they can never experience some of the things we have to carry. And I feel like as black women, with everything that's going on right now, find you one and sow into them. Period. Find you a black man or whatever you desire and sow into them. Really, actually, even if it's on a friendship level, even if it's just on guidance, if you know they need it, you can see it. We feel it. Especially if it's a black woman to a black man, we feel it. Whether y'all realize it or not, whether you talk about it or not, we feel it. I have been around a few people and felt the energy of the things they were going on, around them that they weren't even discussing with me. And in the last week. And it's just because I'm attentive and I pay attention. And because at this point in my journey, I chose to make it my priority to sow into people, period. So it's not just male energy, but anybody's energy. I pay attention, especially if I care for you. That's just how that go. But they need to know it's okay, and they need to know somebody got them, because it's wild out here for them. It's we talk about the gossip and the people out here that got the spiritual wise and this, that, and the third. But to be honest, that's because there's something that they're not getting, that either they don't care to discuss because they feel like it's going to cause a hindrance, or that they've discussed and it hasn't been addressed because, well, that's not what I want to do, or that's not how I carry, or it's not always about us. And I'm saying that as somebody who had to learn that. Because don't get it confused. Don't get it, jacked up or nothing. Pressure definitely done had her moments where I done been dead wrong. I saw a post earlier where someone was like, I wonder if there are any women who look at a relationship or a situation and say, oh, I jacked that up. And I have. And I've admitted it to those people. When I jacked up, I did. And I still, even now to this day, some of those situations, I still don't feel like, well, it was only one situation. I don't feel like that was meant to be either way. Whether I jacked it up or they jacked it up, it was going to be jacked up. But I do know that I was the one that caused the rift. And like something that small could help a man feel more vulnerable or more, comforted or secure. Because a lot of the things that, they do and how they act and how they move, how they feel like they got to have this one and that one and the other, is because they don't feel secure. They don't feel secure. And a lot of that comes from the things that happen in a relationship, before a relationship, after a relationship. Because in the beginning, we all know everything is all cool and everything is everything and everybody is all happy and everybody cheerful and can't nobody do no wrong. And ooh, we learn each other. Ooh, I like him. I like her. All that. But then we know when you get to like 6 months at the most, that's when people start like, all right, I'm comfortable, I'm cool type thing. And things can change. And I feel like, although, fellas, y'all do have to own when y'all set certain expectations for us and have certain agreements like we discussed before, and then y'all change it. But also, ladies, the things that you did to get him, just like y'all want him to do it for you, you gotta do that for him. Like, if you was dressing up, if you was getting cute and all that stuff, yeah, do that. Get up. For real. Like, because it should be a joy. Like, y'all gotta feed into each other. Y'all gotta feed into each other. But y'all know men are more visual creatures. So you doing that just to show that you want to look nice for him, that means that, you want his attention. You want him to feel like he that nigga. And his bitches that. Straight up. It's nothing wrong with it. Take some classes. Risque got classes out here. If y'all don't know about Risque, go holler at them. Like, go take some, if you're not a naturally, you don't really, some women are not as comfortable with their bodies or not as comfortable with sexuality and things like that. There are sex therapists out here. There are spiritual, sexual healers and, people that can help y'all experiment with some things. There are classes y'all can take, or there, like I said, classes like Risque or little, that teach you little moves and make, it might not be too much, but it's enough to bring you out of your comfort zone and get things moving. It's so much that we have access to that it's really, at this point, not really any excuse other than you don't want to. And if you don't want to, then he's not that one. And it's okay to say that too. But be honest with yourself and him. And they should be given that in return. But you can't present something, or as the saying goes, everybody says, don't introduce me to a vibe that you can't keep up. Like, if you was his porn star when y'all first started dealing with each other, if you was doing all these tricks and you was sucking it from the back and you was, ooh, let's go get a girlfriend, you was doing all that, then in the year you like, I'm tired, I don't feel like it, I wish you would bring another. Like, what? You flipped the switch. You somebody else. If that's not really what you're comfortable with, if that's not how you live in your life, don't present that. There are men who are okay with, like, the tomboy women that don't really dress up like that don't, want. I don't dress up all the time. Anybody who want to deal with me gonna have to deal with me with hoodies and shorts, like, or leggings and midriff shirts and sweatpants and stuff, like, for majority of the time. Okay, but when I pop out, I'm gonna pop out. Understand that. When I pop out, I'm gonna pop out. But majority of the time, y'all lucky y'all get lashes, because I don't be feeling like that all the time either. It is what it is. But you have to have the confidence in yourself. You got to know Yeah, I'm that, regardless of whether I put that on or not. And you have to present that to the, to the dating scene when you looking for that person that you want to ride out with you, because otherwise you gonna feel like you got played, but you really played yourself and him, because he thought he was getting one thing and you thought you was gonna get one thing, but you thought you were getting one thing under false pretenses, because you gave an illusion of you were this woman, you carried it this way, and that wasn't really what it was. And then when he don't want to take you out and he don't want to do stuff for you and he don't feel motivated, to try to do those simple things that you like and pay attention to the things you need, everything is his fault. Now, everybody has accountability in it, but you got to own yours. And did that he should know shit? It's not valid. It's not valid. Now, if you done told him a few times, you done mentioned it a couple of times and things like that, and he just doesn't acknowledge it, that's a whole different thing. But if you're not saying anything, like, hey, you haven't done this in a while, you haven't, we haven't gone out, I wanna, yeah, exactly, own your shit. Like, if you know that you haven't been vocal about what you really need or what you really want, and you expecting to receive it, for real, come on, come on. That's not how life works. It's really not. But the numbers, like I said, are ridiculous with how all of these, statistics look. It's crazy. Like, 13.4% of the U.S. population identifies as Black or African American. Of those, over 16% reported having a mental illness in the past year. That is over 7 million people. That's just who reported it. So imagine how many of us were too ashamed. How many men were too ashamed to go say, I think something wrong, I think something off. Because I can name a good 10 right now that probably need to go holler at the people. They need to go see the lady. I accepted it. Where it go?
Yo.
Hey, love.
So, bro, so you on here talking about how we need to be mental health aware in our community. Man, fuck no. I feel like that is softening our people. I mean, if you look at it, like right now, if you go on like the white lives and the white communities and shit, what are they teaching their people as a whole? It damn sure ain't mental health awareness, because they've been dealing with mental health all they goddamn life. Right now, they teaching they people about motherfucking gun laws, about strapping the fuck up, about getting your motherfucking getting your goddamn license, your gun license, and we over here telling our people, oh, it's okay to be emotional. Oh, just get you some mental health awareness. All this soft ass shit. No, I don't like that shit.
No. Now, don't get me confused, because I believe in both. Mine is right beside me. But I feel like in order for you to know when and where to properly use this thing that's beside me, that you need to make sure you address your shit. That's my point. And
Yeah,
I feel
but
like not a lot of people are paying attention to men as far as what they need when it comes to that, because they're carrying a whole lot. And some of this shit that be up here don't be wrapped too tight, and they need to get that shit off, because it's too many people. Like I was just saying, in my city in particular, people are dropping too frequently. It's real. Like, it's real, and it's ridiculous, and it's been like this, the panoramic, whatever y'all want to call it,
People are stir crazy. I didn't do this. Like I said, this is not just about me. That's why I allow other people to speak. That's why I am going to have formal guests where we're going to actually sit down and I'm going to interview people and have a conversation, because I need everybody to see everybody's perspective, because it's not everybody doesn't agree with me, and everybody doesn't have to agree with me. I did want to contain that, of course, because we have a topic and we have things that we were discussing and what we're going over, but I do want everybody to feel comfortable to say how they feel. That's the whole purpose. But it's also so that possibly if you hear someone else's perspective, you may learn something from it, and that's fine. As I said, I don't know where that was going, but we gonna reel that back in. Today I was, getting into, the things that men need. Now, we didn't talk about the mental aspects. We have gotten into it, but y'all know Pressha ain't just gonna talk about that type of stuff. Y'all know we gonna talk about the other side as well. It's a lot of men that feel like, if you didn't catch last episode, it's available on YouTube and Spotify and Apple Podcasts. But we were discussing side chicks and tricking. And a lot of, the perspectives that we got is pretty much a lot of men feel like they're not getting what they need sexually from their partner. For instance, Fatboy Stern, he referenced, if your woman just got her hair done and you grab her head and try to get her to give you, some oral, she gonna be like, nah, ain't you tripping. But the side chick, she just gonna, she gonna do it because she here for a fun time, not a long time. You know what I'm saying? And I talked to a couple of fellas that feel that way. Like, they don't necessarily feel like they want to leave their woman. They still love her. They care about her. That's who they want to build with. But it's like that little percentage. And I feel like a lot of that comes from the fact that a lot of people, like I said before, are not being honest about what they need. I'm weak. The side chick might not have her hair done. Ain't no telling. You know what I'm saying? The side chick might not even have her hair done. Who's to say? We don't know. But that was just an example that was used. And I know everybody got, everybody think they, they like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody think they I know he good. I know she good. Because everybody is different. And that means every man is different. Just because you've been doing them, you know what I'm saying, moves and you've been getting the response you've been getting with this person don't mean that these other people going to respond the same way. And you got to be okay with that as a woman. You got to accept that and own, okay, well, okay, daddy, what you know what I'm saying? What you into then? What you like? What you want me to do? And you know what I'm saying? Spice it up. Because that makes them want to do, like, even though we say, oh, you should just do this. You should give me flowers because you love me. You should do, okay. We need that type of stuff. We like the sentimental value. We like the thoughtfulness and all that stuff. But in order to trigger that chemical in a male's brain, they're visual. So you have to they got to do, see, and feel stuff in order for them to trigger that. Oh, let me make her happy. Let me go get these flowers. Let me go, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and clean this up so she ain't got to worry about it. So I know, you know what I'm saying, she around. Yeah. That she ready for me when I'm ready for her. You know what I'm saying? Let me make that, triggers that for them. You have to learn your partner's love language. And men's is normally visual or physical. And that's just what it is. That's how they were made. It's by nature. Just like us, we more of the nurturing, the feminine energy. So we need nurturing. That type of stuff feeds us. They protect us hands-on and everything. Same thing. You want him to be faithful. You want him to be around you and be with you forever, ever, 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 ever. And yeah, y'all, y'all right. Like, a lot of people in the Black community need to definitely accept the fact and admit that they just want to be poly. And it's not just men, because some of y'all women is out here doing it too. Some of y'all women, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about the women that's just single women, that's just living their life like myself. Because I'm living my life like it's golden till somebody lock me down. Ain't nobody apply no pressure to lock pressure down. So until then, I'm until somebody apply that pressure like it's supposed to be applied. I got, some contenders, some people out here. There's some people out here, you know what I'm saying? No, yeah. But for real, people need to, be real. Like, it's some women that want to have multiple niggas. And it ain't that she want to have everybody. She just want to have, her spare, a pair and a spare, as my mama used to say. And there's women out here that got 3 husbands. You know what I'm saying? Stella getting her groove back. You feel me? It's a lot of that going on. So I need y'all to, step up and be real with your partner. Have that real conversation. If you really rock with him, if you really love him, you really want to be there for him, have that conversation with him and ask him like, hey, are you really happy, or would you be happier with, a different situation? Like, ask. Like, be clear with yourself and with them, especially before you start investing your time, your energy, your love into them. Make sure that y'all done had that conversation, because to be honest with you, I have found that if you ask the right questions, men will be honest with you. Now, do you want to hear it? Are you receptive? Are you going to believe him? That's those the questions. Okay? Because he can tell you, look, I ain't trying to do nothing serious. I rock with you, but I ain't trying to hurt your feelings. In your mind, you hear, I ain't ready right now, but you keep fucking me and sucking me and buying me shit and riding for me and all that stuff, and I'm gonna change my mind in a couple of months. Y'all not on the same page. You didn't already breached the contract before it even started. He basically told you he outside. Now, if you want me to come and slide by your porch sometimes, cool, but I'm outside. That's what he's telling you. You got to be receptive. And just like men, when a woman says, I don't want nothing serious, I got other people I'm talking to, you're not going to be the only one, that type of thing. Y'all got to, don't be pulling up at her house all types of hours. Don't be, expecting her to answer the door just because you decided you wanted to go see her. Don't be mad if she tell you she got plans. Because y'all be wilding too. Mental health, I don't know. Y'all be a little off sometimes. Because y'all got to know y'all position just like y'all want us to know ours. For real. It's only fair. It's only fair. So, all in all, what I wanted y'all to get and to understand is men matter as well. Their needs, their wants, how they view things, it matters as well. Especially if you want to have one to really ride with you and be around for a while. Y'all gonna have to compromise. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's gonna have to work together. If it's real love, anyway. Or real friendship, or your real cousin that you really care about, your real child. This goes, all of that goes into all your relationships. Like, you have to think about, even me being a mother of a son, I have to think about my son's mental health and the things that he needs. And I find myself going back to my son because I am a dominant female. So I find myself, fussing and I'll go back to him and apologize, just like I do to my daughters. But I try to make sure he knows that it's okay for a woman to apologize. So if that's wrong and she don't say she wrong and she ain't trying to own her, then she ain't the one. Because if your mom can come to you and apologize to you, the one that's taking care of you, that carried you, all that, then these niggas can too. Per. I'm just saying. But this week's herb of the week is maca root. Maca root, y'all know. Most of the time y'all hear about the maca root for the male sexual health purposes, to give y'all some stamina. Because some of y'all, the meme that I reposted, y'all, I know some of y'all saw it, said, men can't wait to fuck the shit out of you for 3 minutes. I need y'all to do better. Get you some maca root. I need y'all to get it together. The ladies is now. I done talked all day. We done talked this whole time about y'all, but don't be, because somebody taking the maca root or the honey or the Cialis. Somebody taking the stuff. So get yourself together. And we prefer it to be natural because it make everything else natural and easier to digest. Anyway, maca root can be used for increasing of energy levels, increases stamina, of course, relieves stress, hormonal balancer. It clears acne, boosts stamina, of course. It said, they didn't drop that on there twice. Fights fatigue, fights depression, fights infertility, helps with menopause. It aids in adrenal. I can't get it out, y'all. Anyway, your gland functions, high in potassium and calcium, so that's good for your bones. Definitely need that in the pocket. And the crystal of the week is the hematite. It is known as the magnetic stone. It's a black stone. They're normally more polished and refined than the some of the crystals that you would see they look a little more broken apart, things like that. But it's called as known as the magnetic stone and named after the Greek word for blood. Hematite has been used as an amulet against bleeding. You wear it in jewelry on the left to improve your relationships, to increase intuition, and stimulate iron absorption in the small intestine and improve blood flow. I wear it because I have carpal tunnel. If you know anything about carpal tunnel, it's a form of arthritis, more so in your arms and your neck. Due to me normally typing all the time or doing hair, y'all, you know how that go. But it definitely helps. If you don't believe, then you know what I'm saying, that's on you. But like I always tell y'all, do your own research. Don't just go by what I say, and the information will be on PurePressha.com. I try to keep y'all updated on the blog there as well, so that y'all can reference the information that I give y'all, even if it's just the beginning of your research. But it's really good for your root chakra and balancing yourself out. The sex position of the week is the corkscrew. So basically how you do it is near the edge of the bed on a bench or a bench. You rest your hip and forearm and press your thighs together. Your partner stands and straddles you, entering or grinding from behind. Okay? While keeping your legs pressed together during this position, it allows for a tighter hold on your partner as they thrust. And to make it more interesting, instead of letting your partner do all the work, you can, you know what I'm saying, throw it back. Throw it back. Throw it back. Ladies, don't be lazy. We just finished talking about what they need. You got to be the porn star. That's a part of it. You got to be the porn star. You can't get the ring and forget the porn star. You know what I'm saying? Every woman got a little hole in her. Don't let her tell you she don't. Period. Pressha said it. I'm telling you. Every woman got a little bit. All right. The sex toy of the week is the Gemini. You can find it on us.honeybirdette.com. And it comes in 2 different colors, like a black matte type color and also pink. But it's like 2 different sex toys that go together. It will be on PurePressha as well.com so that y'all can catch a glimpse of it. But it's something that you and her can use together, and they go together. You can use both of them at the same time, or one or the other. It's very interesting. Okay. But thank y'all for tuning in to Pure Pressure. Our episode 6 about men's mental health and needs. I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Y'all can definitely follow me on all social media platforms. TikTok, Pressure, PRESSHA. Of course, here y'all can catch Pure Pressure on YouTube, on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts as well. If you want to catch up on previous episodes, y'all know the visuals will be up on tomorrow on YouTube. They're always after the live recordings and stuff. Also, if you are an artist that has some music that you're trying to put out, if you have a business you want to promote, definitely get in contact with myself or DJ Lil Lou, DJ Sony the Great on Instagram, or DJ Lil Lou 2.0 on Instagram. CozaRadio.com is up and running, as I told y'all before. Y'all definitely want to go to the website so y'all can tap in with all our sponsors, check in. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know who Mr. Who Jr. is, that's one of the sponsors. You definitely want to tap in and get your, you know what I'm saying, services and merch and things like that. We have plenty other sponsors as well for Koza Radio. And as well, y'all definitely want to catch Pressure during the Drive at 5 with DJ Sony on Fridays at 5 p.m. Definitely a vibe, and it's a whole different show, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, we got a lot of things coming for y'all. Definitely want to stay on top of it, and don't forget to be looking out for Koza Morning Radio as well, with the Koza Morning Tea with Pressure as well. And y'all can definitely follow us on Facebook, like Pure Pressure as well. That's where a lot of the merch information is going to be dropped. I got some new pieces coming for y'all, some new jewelry. I know people been asking me about the waist beads, but those are at order, period. Like, you have to order your own per customer. I'm not doing any more pre-made as far as the waist beads are concerned. I will be, I have new bracelets that are coming out, nose cuffs, rings, things like that. A few other things I ain't gonna name. I just gonna throw that out, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all just to go on, jump in there and see what you like. But definitely keep in contact with us. Thank you for the support, and I'll be back with y'all next week. Later.